because Kwanzaa today, for here is a community experience, and we need our community. So thank you so very much for being here. I want to thank ECSL for allowing us to do this and the efforts that went in to make it possible. Now, Kwanzaa is important for many reasons, and you've heard a lot of it. There are different types of settings, many like maybe this, on a much more communal scale, and maybe it's not as detailed as some. Some are more intimate. When Dr. Karenga started, he was thinking about family, and then it needed to get into the community, and one thing led to another, and it's all about the need at the time. And right now, we have a lot of needs. Back in the 60s, many of you may recall, if you were born in the 50s or earlier, some of you were probably really young, and some of you were probably not as young. And the thing that happened during that time, a lot of turbulence going on. They called it the turbulent 60s. There were a lot of protests. There were a lot of marches. There was a lot of inequity. We've come a long way, but we have a long way still to go. And yet there's still forces that are working against some of the gains that we have made. Now when it comes to Kwanzaa, we need those reminders. We need that time to refocus, to rededicate, to recommit. We don't want to lose what we have. We want to build on what we've gained. And there is an African proverb that says, a person without knowledge of his past is like a tree without roots. And we don't want to be that. So today we're sharing African culture, music, and dance with a touch of the African American experience. And we're doing that in the spirit of emotion, which is unity. And as you know, our purpose, NIA, is purpose. Our purpose today is to do just that. We're sharing with you. Hopefully you will share with others. You have in writing something you can take with you. Maybe go home with your own families and create your own Kwanzaa experiences. For us, being a faith-based family, we got together during the Christmas holidays, and we were coming distances. So the next day, 26th, the first day of Kwanzaa, that was our emotion. So our family had the emotion celebration. And then we try to get back to our homes so we can enjoy the community celebration. And there are a lot of community celebrations here, and you should really take time to check them out. Not only do you have a chance to learn things, you can have things that you can purchase for yourself in the spirit of Ujima, supporting your businesses. And at this time, I know the Imani one is still happening. Is it still at the Armory? Yes? Okay. And I know we've already missed some great ones already. So this time, December 26th to January 1st, keep an eye out on the promotions. Ask around if you don't know. Paytime is a good place to go to find out what's going on in the community. You have a lot of people in here that you can ask. So all this said and done, this is about us, it's about sharing, it's about community, and when you start working at home and spreading out, it actually helps all of us, nationwide. All of this is important. Now my first experience was in the 80s, and I had a friend who really take me to the DC area. A lot of things were done a lot different there, and they would be different other places. If you look at our table, before you leave, take time to get a chance to see some of those symbols. As you have heard, there's 7 days, 7 persons, 7 candles, 7 symbols. You have the information with you. Make sure you take time to look at the table and see if you can identify. Everybody's table will not be the same. I like what my sister said about things being made up. But Dr. Karenga also didn't want this to be commercialized. What Dr. Karenga wanted us to do is do as many homemade things as possible. we're making candles. Sometimes we're making our own canara. I mean, it does not have to be the greatest and the latest. It's not supposed to be the emphasis on the money or whatever you're spending, the elements. Sometimes we get a little anal about things, but the most important thing is the culture. It's the people of African descent, our ancestors. I love the candle lighting ceremony, mainly because I get a chance to be in touch with some of my ancestors and my family, and we have some members that are no longer with us, dancers and drummers, and then there's teachers. So this is universal. Ancestors are important. That's what our Kanara represents. And the fate of the mat is like the foundation for which all stands. So we're going to have a good time today, but I do want you to take the time to really look at this information that is shared, and then do some homework on your own just to back up, double check, make sure that you are current. Make sure you're doing what you need for yourself and your family. Kwanzaa is community, but each and every one of us need to be a stronger part of that whole. So all that said and done, that's my little something I want to throw in. What I'd like to do is let you know what we're going to do. We're going to have a drum call, and it's to a rhythm called Sete. It's going to have a little dance to go along with it. This rhythm is traditionally a rites of passage rhythm for young girls. And our second dance is going to be a rites of passage dance, which is for young girls, which is known as Najani. But what we want to do is reach that inner child in you. I need to see some smiles. I need to see shoulders move, your head move. Oh, you can move those hips where you're sitting, and your feet too. And then at the end, we're going to have a party.